Welcome to Young Pro TV. Today we're joined here with Mandela Egbo. We are staying active with Mandela Egbo today.
We are indeed, we are.
Manny,
Yes.
tell us about your football journey and how things are going into your professional football.
Okay, well I've been playing football since I was about 2 with my dad in the park, as every young boy kind of does. And from that I started training with a team called Hackney GFC. They're about the age of 5, 6, 7. And trained with them for a bit before being able to play for their Sunday League team at about 7 or 8 years old. Played for them for a few years, before moving to a team in South East London called Afri Urban, where I was scouted by Palace actually, at under 12s. So yeah, did a 6-week trial at Palace, started playing for them, and the rest is kind of history. Yeah.
It's brilliant. You haven't only just been noted by Crystal Palace, you've been also noted by England. Been called up to the England squad.
Yeah.
But not only just that, you've actually lifted up the under-17s European Championships. How did it feel doing that?
Well, I started playing for England at the age of under 16. So we got called up for a camp playing for Palace, then got called up for a camp with England, and went away with them for a couple of days in Warwick University before St George's was built, and got called into my first squad off standby actually for a Victory Shield game against Wales. So I went there, didn't play that game, but then played the next game against Scotland, played the full game and we lifted the trophy there. Then I played for England for 16s, 17s and 18s, and 17s we then won the European Championships out in Malta. And that was just an honour to be part of, even just a group with such great lads, you know, such humble lads. It's humbling in itself, and it was really a proud moment for me and my family and a lot of people that have always shown support and have love for me.
Brilliant. You're still a young player. There's still many sacrifices you have to make as a young footballer. Could you please explain to us?
Yeah, there's a lot of commitment that goes into being a footballer at any age, especially when you're young, and there's distractions out there. So there's lots of sacrifices that you have to make. For example, you know, you can't always go out with your friends when your friends are out. You can't always stay up late when you want to. You can't always play FIFA till early hours of the morning. You know, it's just simple stuff that you hear a lot, but actually, when it comes down to it, there are things that you have to do and that make the difference. But I think the fact that my parents from day one have kind of drilled it into me, what's right, what's wrong, it kind of makes it easier now. Even though there's all these distractions now, the work that's been done by myself and my parents at younger ages makes it easier now to stay away from the stuff that you know isn't beneficial.
Absolutely, and those kind of sacrifices is what's caused you to become identified as a young pro. How does that feel to be honoured as a young pro?
That's an honour in itself as well. To be put up with that, in that top class, kind of the elite, it's an honour, and long may it continue. I'm just working hard so that I can be seen as a young pro for as long as possible, hopefully throughout my whole career. Even when I do get old, I'll be called a young pro.
Absolutely. And what advice would you give to these young boys and these young girls that absolutely want to become a footballer just like yourself and get into your position?
Well, the most important piece of advice I was given to me was recent actually from a coach. And he told me to stay hungry, whatever you do, whatever happens off the field, on the field, stay hungry. But hunger's not just saying you want something, it's actually having that in your heart, the desire to go out and make sure what you want is not just talked about, but you actually make it happen. So hunger's not just saying you want to be the best, but going out and making sure you do the stuff that makes sure you're the best. For example, not just off the field, not just on the pitch, but off it as well. You know, going to bed on time, eating the right things at the right time, the right amount of meals per day. You know, little things really do make a difference. My dad always tells me to sweat the small stuff. You know, people say don't sweat it. No, sweat the small stuff. They make a difference.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So, what sort of information did you not have access to when you was younger, but have access to now that would have been benefited you when you was younger?
I wouldn't say I've kind of missed out on stuff that I needed to know, but I would say that I've experienced stuff now that will always leave me in good stead.
Stuff such as?
Well, an example that comes to my head is just kind of match days, you know, learning in yourself what's good for you and what works for you, because it's different for different people. I went through a stage a year ago, and before that kind of where I would zone out before a game. I'd just keep myself to myself, be quiet. Yeah, I'd have headphones on playing music, but I would kind of just keep my headphones and my music to myself.
That actually brought us to the next question, which was how do you prepare mentally for the
Yeah, well, yeah. Nowadays I am more extrovert. I play music in my headphones, but I kind of sing as well, and I'll dance, and everybody knows that I take my football seriously, so it's not a problem for me when I kind of just have a bit of more of a laid-back kind of approach to a game. Because when I get on that pitch, there's no lying back.
Right.
So I lie back before, I lay back before a game, a bit more laid back, kind of dancing, singing. Because what's the point in playing football if you're not enjoying it?
Absolutely. I mean, I saw something on your boots. It says silent mouths, loud feet, and I mean, you've replicated that through your football over the years. Manny, man, we wish you all the best in the rest of your future.
Cheers.
Right,